Hello, I'm Robert from the Trans Pennine Trail National Office. Last month, Hannah and I had the pleasure of joining the Worsbrough Volunteers for a work session on the Trans Pennine Trail in Worsbrough. This dedicated group meets regularly to maintain and enhance the trail between Wonwell and Dodworth in Barnsley. From litter picking and planting wildflower seeds to cleaning signs and removing graffiti, these volunteers play a crucial role in keeping the trail in top condition. Join Hannah and I as we dive into their activities, learn about the impact of their work, and hear the personal stories that drive their commitment. I'm Robert from the Trans Pennine Trail office, and I'm on the trail at Oldham Crossing, and Hannah and I are on the trail with the TPT Sustenance Volunteers at Worsbrough, and we're just joined by Group Coordinator Ros and Roger, Volunteer Roger. It's a beautiful sunny morning. Roger, do you want to just explain a little bit about the area that we're stood at the moment?
Yeah, this is a path crossing between the main Trans Pennine Trail. This is number 62.
Hi.
And then route number 67 crosses and goes to the west of Barnsley. So that's where we are at the moment. And there's a bit of a crossing here and a big sign that everyone takes photographs of and uses it for directions.
Yeah, it's an impressive sign. It's well maintained. Have you painted it?
We have, yes.
You look after the appearance of it.
Yes, so we did all the signage from Worsbrough right up into Rotherham.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
To the border.
So we've done everyone. We've cleaned them, repainted them.
And you've stickered them as well with nice, nice new.
So that was one of his tasks last
stickers.
year that we did that all of them because they were all really badly graffitied.
Brilliant. And Ros, so you're the volunteer coordinator for this area, and so you've organised today's work day.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about what you've got planned.
So today we plan to clean the signs again of graffiti because they've been re-graffitied, and then we wanted to plant some wildflower seeds in this triangle because it's almost a bit of a waste.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the ground is so dry that we don't think we can do them. So what we will do is just cut back some vegetation on the trail so that all the hanging branches, it makes it safer for horse riders, walkers. So that's what we'll do in conjunction with the Barnsley Council.
Brilliant. Now, we've got a few volunteers on the trail. Hannah and I passed Bob and Frida earlier on, walking along the trail to you. And then we've got 2 or 3 volunteers just looking at a bike at the moment. So who are you expecting today to join you?
Well, there's 7 of us today. There's a group of us, there's 10 of us in this group. Unfortunately, there's 8 of us actually. I can't count. Unfortunately, a couple of people, because of holidays and everything.
Absolutely.
But there's always at least 6 of us, isn't there, every time that we meet.
And how often do you meet?
Once a month.
Is it once a month? Yeah.
So what we do, every 3rd month we will decide what our next 3 meetings are going to be. So Dave and Frida are really the horticulturists among us. So they'll tell us when to plant, what's the right time to do. So we just take direction from them. And then we just maintain the gardens. We've done 2 gardens, one on the junction at Park Road near the ship pub, so we've turned that into a community garden, and then one near the Boatman's Rest, which was just completely overgrown. We've put in fruit trees, bird boxes, bird feeders, benches and tables, and it's brilliant when you walk, because I use the TPT a lot, and Roger rides on the TPT. When you walk past and you see families sat at the picnic bench eating and drinking, it's amazing. So we've done we like to have big projects to do, so rather than just doing a little bit here and a little bit there, we like to really focus on something for a couple of months and then get it done, start, finish, and we can see the difference then.
Brilliant.
So that's what we like to do.
And one of the projects as well, I just want to mention, is we had on part of the trail there's just a natural outlet for water from somewhere. It could be a natural spring, we don't really know. But council came and dug a trench and we made some linear ponds.
Right.
So there's 3 of them, they all drop into each other.
Yeah.
But even still after that, it's still water runs down the trail.
Yeah.
So it still needs a bit more.
And what's in the ponds?
At the moment, we've just planted round them. So we put some wildflowers round them, and we plan to, when it's the right time and our horticulturist tells us, we'll put some water-based plants in there.
Talking about your planting and the horticulturalists among you advise, when's the right time for planting wildflower seeds?
I think it's any time,
Right.
really.
As long as it's wet.
Yeah.
Right,
It
yeah,
needs to be
yeah.
wet. They need to be dug down.
Or
quite-
imminent rain.
Yeah. But Dave said, and Frida said it was all right to plant today, so we take their advice.
absolutely.
Don't we? We just do.
You mentioned the community garden. Obviously, so volunteering, lopping wildflower seeds is relatively straightforward, but placing benches and tables in the community garden and things, that involves a bit of planning and buying the right equipment. How do you go about...
Well, we work with the council.
Right.
So the rangers, and they're the same ones, so we work with them. Twice a year we have what we call our little AGM, where we go for something to eat and drink, and the council rangers join us. So we all sit down and talk.
Really nice.
So we do it at Christmas. We have a little bit of a Christmas function, don't we? And then we do something April, May time. Usually at the Wheels and Walkers Cafe, they give us a room.
Yes, yeah.
And we sit down and then we decide what do we want to do next year, what do we want to do for the next 6 months, and then anything that we want. So when we did the garden, which we call in the orchard garden out because we planted fruit trees, the council said, right, we've got a bench and table in storage that nobody wants, you can have that.
Brilliant.
Gary and found a bench, an old bench that had just been left. So we got that up, and then the council came and put the concrete in for us to put the benches in. So we just worked together. The council are brilliant, aren't they? The guys that we work with are really, really good.
In terms of the orchard garden, what fruit trees are there? The apple trees?
Apple, pear,
Plum.
cherry, plum.
That's it, I think.
And how long have they been planted for?
A couple of months.
Couple of months.
Oh, so it's going to be a while before they're in fruit.
Yeah. I mean, they are all flowering now, aren't
Yeah.
they? They are looking.
I'm just thinking, Hannah and I put it in our diary to come and we like pears and apples.
I'll tell you what,
Love a crumble.
when we put a shovel in or a spade in, it was just completely solid.
Right.
Shale.
Yeah.
So we've had to plant them in shale with a load of topsoil and mulch and all that.
Because it's obviously an old pit.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
it's an old siding.
Yeah.
It used to be a siding.
Yeah.
And some houses were on
Yeah.
there at one point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was difficult, but they're growing amazing.
But you don't realise what's actually
Yeah.
under your
I know,
feet, do you?
yeah.
No.
Until
But
you
it's
start
amazing. Trees are very resilient,
Oh,
aren't
yeah,
they?
yeah.
And they'll find a way.
Yeah. I do on the TPT at Worsbrough. I start in January and I usually take a photograph the first week of January, then I do one the first week of February, March, April, May, and then you just watch in the same place. You watch the tree go from nothing to completely.
Oh, I bet that looks
It's
amazing.
So is that a project that you're still doing?
I just do it myself. Yeah.
You know, I'm sure TPT users would love to see it. So
Right.
if you share it with us, we'd
I'll do
love
it. I
we'd
might
love to
start
see that.
from. I'll do it from September because I delete the photographs then because I've got them in
Right,
photographs, but
yeah.
I'll keep them and I'll do it from September through the winter into spring. Yeah, cool. But it's lovely just to see just in the same spot, and you just think, oh God, last month there was nothing on that tree, and then this month it's like blooming.
Brilliant,
Yeah, brilliant.
So what section of the trail are you responsible for?
We go really Wombwell to
Morning.
Wombwell to Dodworth, don't we?
Yeah.
Because then there's
It's
another
called-
group at Silkstone that
Yeah.
do.
That side's called Gypsy Marsh.
Right.
That's where we. And there's a sign that says "Welcome to Rotherham" or whatever.
Yeah.
You turn around and it's Barnsley, so we
You
always
do
see
to
that.
the Rotherham border.
Yeah, Pontefract Road it is where we go to. But we haven't been down there for
No,
a
we
while.
haven't. We haven't been down here, have we? Really?
Not really.
Since we did all the.
Because council tend to cut it all back. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
To be honest, it's looking in pretty good condition, Hannah, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks great. I mean, the surface is great. Well used.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
seen
Yeah.
loads of users on here.
Yeah.
Did you get many horses on this section?
Yeah,
Yes,
they do actually. Yeah.
Well, there's a horse.
Is there a stables nearby?
There's a stable over there, I think. And they,
It's that-
oh,
there,
it's that
isn't
way.
it? Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, yeah.
That way. And they generally, you always see them walking up here. Plus, council have been and resurfaced all this patch.
Yes, yeah.
Which is
yeah.
amazing.
It makes a big difference,
Makes
doesn't
a
it?
massive difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say how far you went there? You've mentioned...
Dodworth.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
okay,
only
that's
because
fine.
there is another group.
Silkstone.
That's
Yeah,
Silkstone
absolutely.
that,
Okay. yeah.
We would, if they wanted any help or anything, because Frida works with the Penniston
Yeah.
group and Silkstone group. So if there was anything ever that they were doing big, we would go and work.
We have worked
Yeah,
with
we
them
have,
before
yeah.
up at Silkstone.
Do a bit
Yeah.
of a crossover.
Yeah, we do. It's really whatever wants doing, wherever,
Yeah.
isn't it?
When they were doing that, putting that new path in, that recycled
Yeah.
rubber one, we went up and did all wildflowers and helped with them for that.
Brilliant.
So we do cross over.
Nice to venture.
We're not really bothered what we do, are we? As long as we just get together.
Yeah.
We're just joined by David, who's walked up to join us. Morning, David.
Morning, Rob.
And David, an expert on planting.
No, I'm not. I'm a keen amateur gardener.
A keen amateur gardener.
But he does know a lot. Dave and Frida, you do know more than what we do about when to plant, and I think that's what's
you make
important.
stuff up, and if you say it confidently, people believe you.
I bet this is a nice part of volunteering, isn't it? A bit of a banter, a bit of
We
a
do have.
friendship.
It is a very nice group.
So Bob and Frida have just joined us. You've just been cleaning some signs, haven't you?
Way aye.
So
We've been scrubbing signs like, you know.
with some graffiti spray, Frida, yes?
Yeah.
Which Frida supplies.
Very good, excellent.
I bet it gets well used though, doesn't it? The graffiti
Oh,
spray.
yeah.
I bet it's one of like your most popular tools.
I remember
for-
when we first did this, and this were all mud. When we first painted it, next day some kid had come down in night on his push motorbike, turned it back wheel to that and just sprayed it with mud.
Yes.
I know.
Right, Ros, so starting with you, how long have you been involved in volunteering on the TPT?
3 years, I think. 3 years in August, I think it is.
And what got you involved?
Because I retired from work and I wanted to do some kind of volunteering work, and just out on the TPT I saw the signs for Sustrans asking for volunteers. So I applied and got the response yes, and it was when Sarah Bradbury, she was the leader for Worsbrough. So I met them on my first task was up at the kennels, at Worsbrough Kennels, and we planted seeds there.
Brilliant.
Up on the banking and everything, so that was the first one, and then I just carried on. And then when I think the funding for Sarah to run Worsbrough, so it was going to stop. So we talked about it and we all said we'd like to carry on. Would somebody volunteer? All I do is the organisation, as in sending the emails out and just organising. We all organise the dates together, don't we? Organise the tasks together. I just then remind people the week before, get in touch with the council just to say this is where we'll be, can you supply rangers, and that's it really.
Brilliant. And do you get ranger support every work
month.
day?
Yeah, every month they come. So that's why it's important that we plan the next few months so we can give them dates. And I think there's 4 different rangers who'll come. So if one's on holiday, then we've got at least 2 of them coming.
Brilliant. Okay, has anybody else been involved in volunteering on the TPT for longer than 3 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
I think so.
5 years, yeah.
Because I originally joined the Rotherham gang.
Yeah, me too. When Sarah Bradbury started organising Barnsley, that's when
You moved over.
and Bob came.
So why did you get involved in volunteering?
I mean, I joined as a volunteer because I use the trail all the time.
Yes.
I walk it and I ride it, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
give something back, you know.
Brilliant. So what is it you get from volunteering?
I like to volunteer because, a bit like Roger said, I use the trailer, etc., and feel that I think everybody's responsibility to give something back, and it makes it more useful when you're using it. You know, keep everything running nicely.
So it's a feeling of giving something back for a resource that you use.
And then by doing so, you meet all fabulous people and keep in contact with them, and it's good, really. It gets you out of the house. Yeah, because like you, I've retired. I sort of started when I retired as well.
And I think, you know, what I said earlier is, well, it's about starting a project, doing it, seeing people use it, and it's a satisfaction. And we all do use the Trans Pennine Trail, so it's about just maintaining your own back garden, really, isn't it? You know, it's nice.
On days like this as well, it gives you a mental boost, doesn't it? In terms of the sun shining, the birds singing in the background. It's absolutely
And even in winter, we don't miss many unless it's snowing or ice. We still, even if it's raining, we still come out, don't we, and do something. But
We've been dead lucky with the weather.
yeah, we have. Yeah, but we do all. I know. Yeah.
or unlucky if you're trying to plant wildflower seeds.
But I just think we're lucky that we have got a very nice group as well, haven't we? That we all get on together. So
I think that when you come out of a stressful job and you retire, it's great just to come and do work and not have to
Exactly,
be
Roger.
under any pressure or manage
You can
people.
do as much as you want or as little as you want.
And you can come and go when you want.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Brilliant.
there's a nice bunch of people, and you know, social side's good as well.
Do you get much appreciation from TPT users as they go past?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Say, you know, good job, or you're doing, you know, making a difference.
We've had a couple who've said thank you as they've gone past this morning, haven't they?
Yeah, even when you're litter picking, people do stop and say, you know, thank you for doing it and everything. So, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
always nice when people.
There's the odd
thank
ones
you.
that's negative.
Yeah.
We do, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, do you actually get some
Yeah,
negative
well,
people?
the first thing they do, are you from the council?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, you should-
Or they'll say things like, if we stood having a drink, council workers stood again, and we're
Yeah.
like, we're not council workers, we're volunteers. We don't, so there is.
Yeah.
There's one guy down there,
Oh.
and he's every
Yeah.
time he comes past.
Yeah.
We're all there.
Adds to the fun.
We also
All
we get,
Nazis or communists, or whichever one he thinks are bad that day. You know.
So what have you got planned for us today, Ros?
Well, we're waiting for the council to come back. They've
Right.
come for some more equipment, so we can do some cutting back of overhanging branches, so that it makes it easier for people.
Well, that's been absolutely fascinating chatting to you all. I suppose we ought to get down to some work, Ros, oughtn't we? Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks for everything that you do on the TPT. It's very much appreciated by us, and as we've already seen this morning, by a lot of the people using the trail. So thank you, each and every one of you, and let's get on with some work.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support as well.
So I've just walked up to Oldham Hall Bridge with Bob and Frida to remove some graffiti. Do you want to just explain the process of removing the graffiti?
First of all, it's sprayed with the remover. which
So we've
is
got
a
canisters of
solvent,
graffiti, yeah.
Yes. And then it's left for a little while. And then it's scrubbed and rinsed. But the trouble is, depending on the paint and the surface and how long it's been here, as to how easily it comes off.
yeah.
That seems to be coming off relatively easily,
Yeah.
does it?
This
You-
isn't so
Well,
bad.
that bit
because
isn't.
Another problem is that algae grows on it as well, so the solvent doesn't work as well.
Right. You're doing a good job there, Frida. It seems to be coming off well.
Yeah.
It's,
So you
see if
scrub
you-
it,
see
and
if
now
you can
you've,
see if you can see any difference.
you've brought water, which you then sort of
Yeah.
rub over it. Yeah.
See, it,
Yes, it's still quite a lot still there, but
Yeah.
this lower bit seems to have gone, doesn't it? That's obviously fresher. Yeah, you're putting a bit of elbow grease into that, Bob, and it seems to be working, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There is an awful lot of graffiti along here, Frida. You can't possibly tackle all the graffiti in one go. How do you decide which bits need tackling?
if I'm out for a walk and I'm going through a barrier and I see that it's been sprayed, I think, right, I'll come back and do that one. It's the obvious access points, really, and signposts, benches. I mean, stuff on girders like this, we'd be at it forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just making it try and look a bit better at that.
It's prioritising the
Yeah.
obvious bits that affect
I
people's
try and think,
visual.
if somebody was visiting, what would they think?
Yeah, and being users of the trail ourselves, it's like you said, we observe, don't we, as we're using it and we know. But occasionally people do report things to us.
There are quite a lot of places along the trail where the graffiti is a feature in itself. How do you differentiate between the two?
If I look at it and I think, oh, that's really good. Why aren't they using their artistic flair somewhere else? And this sort of stuff is just scribble. But where the TPT crosses the M1, there's some big panels there, and some of the work there is, I won't say it's beautiful, but it's interesting to look at.
It's almost Banksy-esque in
Yeah,
that it's too
yeah.
good to
I think
remove.
it's a difficult one though, because it's what you define as personal view, isn't
Exactly,
it?
yeah.
I mean, someone could say this is very artistic, and you think like Jonathan Miller, he would say it's part of human evolution, it's what separates us from animals, it's expression, isn't it? It's what we are as humans, and we should not suppress it.
But this bit that we're about to tackle now, Frida, that's definitely graffiti.
Yeah, one thing
Yeah.
like we did on that trail.
So, Frida, do you do any other volunteering?
Yes, I do 2 work days a week. I do Wednesdays with the TPT 3 Wednesdays a month, and then the other Wednesday I'm with Trans in the Worsbrough area, and on a Friday I go out with the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust and we go to a variety of areas, and in all of them we do a lot of different jobs, meet lots of different people. It's great. Get
Yeah,
out,
absolutely.
get some exercise, give something back to the community.
And what are you working on in Penistone?
At the moment, we've been doing quite a bit at Wogden Foot Nature Reserve because the birch is encroaching,
Right.
and we're trying to open up some areas so that the natural habitat, which is bilberry, heather, can thrive
Fabulous. Yeah.
from the moor towards the edge of the trail. So yeah, it takes quite a bit of work, and we're not allowed to burn anything, so we create a lot of habitat piles
Right,
or
yes,
dead
I've
hedges,
seen those.
and we do dead hedging as well, which helps to get rid of all the stuff we've cut down.
Brilliant, brilliant. Bob, do you do any other volunteering?
Yeah, I do, like originally with the Rotherham group on Mondays, and then there's this on Wednesday, but I'm also, I volunteer, it's called it's called the High Street Centre where I live, and I'm like become a trustee there. So, but part of it involves volunteer to go to the centre and ask, like deal with things like at their reception, because it runs clinics for eye testing and lots of clubs and things like children's clubs and older people's aerobics and so I do that sort of thing.
So that's a good variety of volunteering.
So it's a different type of volunteering.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And to be honest, when I do the park run, if I'm honest, most of mine, because I'm in a running club, so when I'm with park run, I tend to be a volunteer, so I'm usually the timekeeper.
Right.
So I don't tend to do the run anymore. So
and that's in Rotherham, the park run that you do.
Rotherham park run, I volunteer there.
I also help out at the theatre at Wombwell, which is lovely on a day like this when you can be inside.
Yes, it's
in the cool.
It's a bit cooler, isn't it?
The rangers are coming.
And what responsibilities do you have there?
Oh, definitely not front of house.
Right.
My husband does light and sound and maintenance.
Oh, fabulous!
And I go along and help him. So I'm holding a ladder or cleaning or
brilliant.
doing
Very
something
good.
that
Very
helps
good.
them along.
Well, as Bob's just noticed, I think we've got the rangers that are just arriving to bring some loppers for us to lop back. Morning, everybody. How are you? Hiya.
Essential loppers. Have you got the tea stuff on the go as well when you?
Bob, you were just talking about the impact getting out on the trail has on mental well-being.
Yeah, positive impact. And what I'm really thrilled about is that now neuropeptides have been identified that associated with greenery eye come from plants and trees in particular that have direct effect on our well-being through effects on the cranium and our brain. So these are definite chemicals that we take in because they're in the humidity and the atmosphere. We do absorb them through our membranes when we're out in green spaces. And of course, some of the neuroscientists also believe that it's also visual, that the wavelengths of the green spectrum are really beneficial to parts of the brain.
Brilliant. And
It's the
Frida,
same as listening to the birds when you're out, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you can really enjoy wondering where they are because you can't see them because of the canopy, but you can hear them and you're thinking, run the software. Well, the other week we did a survey down at Smithies and I listed 26 different birds, and that's right on the edge of Barnsley Town Centre.
amazing.
And you're thinking, how lucky are we to have 26 different birds?
Absolutely.
It's just fabulous. I'm probably just a bit naive that I just enjoy listening to them without knowing necessarily what they are or identifying them by the sound if I didn't have the software, but it's just brilliant.
And the app that people tend to use is Merlin, isn't
Yes.
it? And
It's
it opens up the world of understanding and your
free to
interest.
download, easy to use.
Yeah.
I've told so many people about it, it's great.
We're just
I
joining
shall be on strike.
the main group, and I can see Hannah enjoying her cup of coffee. I hope you've left some for us, Hannah. Okay, we're just taking a break with the Rangers, who I'll speak to in a few minutes. But I'm just joined by Jason. Jason's been cycling on the trail. Morning, Jason.
Morning.
So what's brought you on the trail today?
Just on a day off.
Okay.
Just wanted to get out on my bike. Nice weather. Keep myself fit.
Super.
So I've come on from Manders Lake today. Cycled all the way up to Silkstone Common.
So how far's that?
It's about 10 miles.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason I chose Trans Pennine Trail is I've done it a few times before, probably a couple of years ago now.
All right.
So it's vastly changed at the top end from Worsbrough Common onwards. Noticed that obviously it's been paved.
The surface is a lot better, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
with the recycled tyres. It's nice to see that we're using recycled materials, sustainability, things like that. I prefer this route mainly because it's traffic free.
Yes.
There's a few crossings, but that's fine. I can just get on my bike and cycle.
Brilliant. So where else do you cycle normally?
I don't really. It's
Right.
just trail.
Brilliant.
Earlier on the week, or last week, I did Wortley up to Dunford Bridge. Nice ride out and then a ride back.
Yeah. Do you have any desire to do the whole trail from Southport to Hornsey?
I think one day, yeah, I'd like to.
Well, great. It was lovely meeting you. Enjoy the of your ride. So Hannah and I are just coming to the end of our day, but we can't leave without talking to our magnificent countryside rangers, Amber and Oliver. Where's Joel, Amber?
Joel currently is on the mower, so Oliver went ahead and was cutting back overhanging vegetation, and Joel has followed him up to mulch it up, so I'll shortly be then going to blow the path off with the leaf blower, and then it's nice and clear for people to get through, so he should be back soon.
So you provide a lot of support for the volunteers along the trail in Barnsley. What does that involve?
So our support could look like basically bringing them tools when they need them for specific tasks that they might have along the trail. They might need some advice on particular areas that they'd like to improve, so we can do that. We help with annual AGM meetings that they have, so we can sort of formulate a schedule for works that they do. So that's usually every 3 months, so that they can look at sort of annual work that can be done seasonally, so we can support that and plan ahead so that we know what tools and equipment that we'll need to bring in order for them to be able to do the job. So we have done a few things so far, haven't we, like planting trees, seeding, signposts, benches, things like that.
Basically we're employed to look after the public rights of way in the countryside.
So that's not just the TP, that's the whole of the...
Yes, the whole of the borough. So we cut vegetation, put new signposts up, build new bridges, put stiles in, fencing, anything there is to be done in the countryside will.
Brilliant.
As well as the Worsbrough group, we also support the group in Penistone, some of which are also members of the Worsbrough group because they're super keen volunteers. But yet in the same way we provide them tools, they are a little bit more established and structured, so our intervention in terms of the plans that they would like to complete on the trail is a little bit less involved than the Worsbrough group, so we are able to support them when they need us.
See, we'll support Penistone group such as dangerous work like tree work or things where there's a lot of power tools needed, so which they can't operate, so we'll step in and do that for them. But they basically have everything planned out what they want to do, but we'll go in and do the heavy work for them.
Brilliant.
And support them.
And the most important job, you also bring a kettle and some coffee and tea and homemade cake. Is it Sarah that provides the cake?
Sarah provides the homemade cake, and we provide the kettle and the equipment for everybody to be refreshed.
You should never underestimate the power of a good brew and a piece of cake.
And on top of that, we look after the safety while they're working here.
Brilliant. So what's your plan for the rest of the day?
Right, so basically the volunteers are finished now, gone home safely. We've put all the tools away. They've had a good day. We've had a good chat with them, a good time. So now we will carry on our normal schedule, cutting back vegetation along the TPT till 3 o'clock. Brilliant. Carry on.
And you're about to go off with the leaf blower, Amber?
That's right. I'm going to go and blow off the path with the leaf blower, making sure that there's no vegetation on the path so that it's clear for users all the way along.
Brilliant. And on that note, we've got a runner that's just about to go past us.
I better get blowing.
Better, yes, you better go. We don't want them tripping over the cuttings. Anyway, well, thanks for all the great work you do for the TPT. It really is very much appreciated. And keep up the good work. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
It's a pleasure for us to do it.
Well, what a lot of fun that was. It was fabulous to see firsthand the hard work and dedication of the Worsbrough Volunteers and Barnsley Countryside Rangers, while also sharing a bit of banter. Their efforts not only improve the physical environment of the Trans Pennine Trail, but also foster a sense of community and well-being. We hope their stories have inspired you as much as they have us. And remember, whether it's through volunteering or simply enjoying the trail, we all have a part to play in preserving these wonderful spaces. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, take care and happy trails. Goodbye.